Alright friends, big question today. Did Trent Palmer sell me a lemon? I mean, the Freedom Fox is beautiful, it's well equipped, flies like a dream, but what's under the engine cowling? We're gonna find out today.
See, every single pleat there has significant metal.
Back in the fall, I made one of the most exciting purchases of my flying life. The Freedom Fox. Straight from the legend himself, Trent Palmer. No pre-buy, I just trusted him. How can you not trust the guy with floors that clean? If you've watched any of his videos or if you've been to his hangar, you could practically eat off the floors. Since December, I've put about 150 hours on the Freedom Fox, and man, she has performed beautifully. But then April rolled around and it was time for the condition inspection. Going into it, I didn't expect much, and I didn't do a pre-buy, so it's probably worthwhile to have someone kind of go through the engine and see what's going on. Now, yeah, I know, I didn't do a pre-buy, but we'll get into that later. So it turns out the Rotax 915 had hit the 600-hour mark on the engine, so it needed all the rubber replaced. It also was due for a gearbox inspection. That condition inspection was not cheap. And that's when I started to wonder, bro, did you sell me a lemon? I'm totally joking, of course. Trent has been very transparent with everything, the condition, the hours, all of that. I just didn't realize how quickly those inspections were coming up. That one's on me. Now I'm headed to Northern California to go meet up with Brett. Let's get up in the air. But then last week I was flying up to meet up with Trent and Brett and Steve and just a great group of guys to fly to Alaska. And that's when things got real. I made it here to Northern California to meet up with a friend of mine that I'd actually never met face to face. You guys might recognize this guy. And you also might recognize his plane. Hey. Brett, the Hawk Wagon. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? How are you?
Good to see you, yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Ready to get up in the air?
I'm always ready.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
All right. I was flying in the John Day River Valley, flying through the canyon, and we landed at a spot called Chucker Strip. And on takeoff out of Chucker, it was pretty turbulent. The winds were starting to pick up, and I was taking off, and I heard a pop up near the engine. Now, I didn't worry too much about it at the time. I was just focused on flying the airplane. The engine was still running. Everything seemed to be fine. But then we climbed up out of the valley, and I'm flying over the valley back toward the west, toward Troutdale, and I heard another pop, and that one scared the hell out of me. So we turned the plane back to Pasco. Brett knows a bunch of people in Pasco, and there's some service centers out there, so we flew out to Pasco. Everything was running in the green on the engine. Everything seemed to be fine, but those pops just didn't make any sense. So we just needed to get down and go check it out. So we landed in Pasco, changed the oil, cut open the oil filter.
Significant metal. Engine making metal. See, every single pleat there has significant metal. Yeah, not a good sign.
That's definitely not a good sign.
Good thing to trust your gut when you heard that noise. Following that, we went to the gearbox magnetic plug, and unfortunately, we found tons of metal on there, and
that is gnarly.
That's very gnarly.
Much metal?
Yes, I have, and yeah, it's a good thing that you trust your gut, man. Good thing you trust your gut.
Wow. Trust your gut when you're flying. If something doesn't feel right, definitely go land, go check it out, figure it out. Because that does not look good.
Yeah, sure doesn't.
So, that grounded the airplane. And that's why I'm now in Alaska with no airplane. We're still figuring out exactly what happened, but that turned the joke into more of a story. And I've got Ian and Nate from
Bertram Aircraft
Incorporated, thank you. And I appreciate you guys helping out on such short notice.
Absolutely.
And I guess you want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Yeah, this is Nate. He's one of our senior mechanics here at Bertram Aircraft.
And my name's Ian, and I am the shop manager, getting ready to take over as director of maintenance here at Bergships. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys, like I said, helping out on short notice.
Absolutely, happy to do so.
We found some bad stuff, didn't we?
Unfortunately, that is the case.
Yeah. So I am officially grounded and will not be taking this to Alaska after all, at least not on this trip. We are making a little bit of metal, and I think it has to do with what? Probably, seems like it started in the gearbox.
I would say probably in the gearbox, and is likely migrated into the lower end of the engine would be my guess, but until we get it opened up, we won't know.
All right. Well, I guess we will be sending it off to figure all of that out.
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you guys helping. You guys are awesome. Hooking me up with some hangar space on top of that. It's incredible. You guys have provided incredible service. I know there was even a little bit of a knock in there. We were trying to troubleshoot and anyway, going above and beyond. So I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. No problem.
Not good news for me, but you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Now, to be clear, this is not Trent's fault. The Freedom Fox has been flown hard, maintained well, but when you buy an engine with some time on it, especially a high performance engine like the 915, you got to be ready for that maintenance curve. Like I said in my last video, things are going to pop up on every trip and you just have to figure out how to adapt. So a few lessons learned. 1, get a pre-buy inspection, preferably before you buy the plane. 2, make sure you know where your engine is in the life cycle. 3, save for a rainy day, because it's going to come. And 4, never trust a guy that you could eat off their floors. Well, jokes aside, it's been a blast flying the Freedom Fox and being a part of this community, and while the Freedom Fox might need some TLC right now, it is no lemon. I might, however, need a lemonade stand to pay for these repairs. Stick around for my next video to find out how much. Good morning, guys. I'm in Nampa, Idaho, and I'm about to take off for Johnson Creek. First leg of my trip is down, or first destination is down. Went to Johnson Creek in my last video. Now I'm headed to Northern California to go meet up with Brett. Let's get up in the air. Oh, we did it.
We did.
This gusty ass wind.
We just bagged an Oregon one.
We're rolling? Okay, rolling? Keep rolling?
I've got something for you.
Yeah.